The Gyanvapi Mosque survey by the country's top archaeology body should be done using a non-invasive method is what the Supreme Court said today. The Archaeological Survey of India has been given 4 weeks to submit its report to a court in UP's Varanasi, which ordered the survey on the 21st of July. The Mosque Committee had challenged the District Court survey order in the Allahabad High Court. On Thursday, the High Court had dismissed the request by the Mosque Committee, which sought to stop the District Court's order directing the ASI to conduct the survey to determine if the mosque was built on a pre-existing temple. The committee finally went to the Supreme Court, which heard the matter today. The Anjuman Intizamiya Masjid Committee said the ASI survey of the Gyanvapi Mosque will go into history and will reopen wounds of the past. However, the Supreme Court has allowed the survey to take place. Earlier, we spoke to Arvind for more, and also let's listen in to what the lawyer in the case had to say.
ये पूरा जो सर्वे की एक्सरसाइज है ये बिना स्ट्रक्चर को डैमेज किए हुए करी जाएगी, ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात है, और वहाँ पे कोई एक्सकेवेशन नहीं होगा, ये दूसरी इम्पोर्टेंट बात है। तीसरी बात जो हमारी लीगल रिसर्च थी कि ऑर्डर 26 रूल 10A में सीपीसी के साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन का प्रावधान है और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट ऐसा आदेश पारित कर सकती है, और एएसआई इस देश की प्रीमियम और एक्सपर्ट बॉडी है। इन सारे तर्कों और तथ्यों के आधार पर मुझे लगता है डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट ने फैसला दिया था, जिसको ऑनरेबल इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट ने भी अपहोल्ड किया, और आज ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी उस बात को अपहोल्ड किया है। बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट फैसला है सुप्रीम कोर्ट का, और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात यह है सर्वे पे कोई रोक नहीं है।
Supreme Court looked into the limited issue in this particular case because the Allahabad High Court has allowed the ASA to conduct its survey on Gyanvapi Mosque, and that's why it was challenged by the Masjid Committee before the Supreme Court. The main contention of the Masjid Committee was that the suit that has been filed before the Varanasi court, based on which all these interim applications were allowed and such a survey process were allowed by the Varanasi court, which was again reiterated or upheld by the Allahabad High Court. According to the Masjid Committee, the very suit itself is not maintainable, and that's why the petition challenging the maintainability of that particular suit, it's still adjudicated. When such a matter is still being adjudicated, the maintainability of the suit is still being adjudicated in such a way, no such interim measures like interim process like ASA survey should be allowed. That seems to be the contention of the Masjid Committee. In fact, the Masjid Committee also brought to the court's notice about the 1991 Act, that is a Place of Worship Act, that says that all the religious character that stood as on August 15, 1947, that should continue to be the same. That's the crux of the 1991 Place of Worship Act. And according to the Masjid Committee, this particular 1991 Act is contrary to the suit that has been filed before the Varanasi District Court, and that's why they said that this particular suit is not maintainable. Because the suit, the maintainability of the suit is still being adjudicated in such a way, the Varanasi court could not have allowed this ASA survey, and the Allahabad High Court should also not allow this ASA survey, seems to be the stand of Masjid Committee. But today Supreme Court said that though the maintainability is still being adjudicated, this won't in a way stop the ASA from conducting a survey. And Supreme Court also tried to answer all the apprehensions of the Masjid Committee here, saying that this particular survey will be a non-invasive survey. It will be just in the form of a report that will be submitted to the Varanasi court, and the evidentiary value of this particular ASA survey can also be adjudicated during the trial process, and that's why Supreme Court has allowed the ASA to go ahead with the survey on Gyanvapi Mosque, with the condition that it should be a non-invasive survey, and with all the other conditions that have been imposed by the Allahabad High Court, and the survey report should be submitted to the Varanasi District Court.